Let's take up manufacture of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is one of the most important industrial chemicals worldwide. That is why it is called king of chemicals. Sulfuric acid is manufactured by contact process which involves three steps. The first step is burning of sulfur or sulfide ores in air to generate sulfur dioxide. Second step is conversion of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide by reacting with oxygen in presence of heterogeneous catalyst vanadium pentoxide. Third step is absorption of sulfur trioxide in sulfuric acid to give oleum, and which is put in water to get concentrated, that is 98% sulfuric acid. A flow diagram for manufacture of sulfuric acid is shown in figure. The sulfur dioxide produced is purified by removing dust and other impurities such as arsenic compound. This is the flow diagram for manufacture of sulfuric acid. In this chamber, sulfur in the presence of air is getting burnt, and here we get impure sulfur dioxide and mix it with oxygen, and we pass through a dust precipitator from which dust is removed. And then we pass to this where we spray water and wastewater is removed, and this is passed through concentrated sulfuric acid so that water can be removed from sulfur dioxide. Dry sulfur dioxide and oxygen are fed into this chamber where arsenic impurity is removed, and sulfur dioxide plus oxygen free from arsenic is passed on preheater where temperature is maintained 700 Kelvin, and here we have got catalyst vanadium pentoxide. So here sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, sulfur dioxide reacts with oxygen to form sulfur trioxide, which passes through these pipes and reaches this chamber where concentrated sulfuric acid is being added from the top, and here we have quartz crystals. So sulfur trioxide comes in contact with concentrated sulfuric acid, results in the formation of oleum, H2S2O7, which is also called fuming sulfuric acid. This oleum is added to calculated amount of water so that we can get 98% sulfuric acid. Why sulfur trioxide is not directly absorbed in water to get sulfuric acid? Because the reaction is highly exothermic and beyond control. So we do indirectly the sulfur trioxide we absorb in concentrated sulfuric acid obtained from any other source in the beginning and get oleum, and from oleum we add to water to get concentrated sulfuric acid which can be used again. The key step in the manufacture of sulfuric acid is catalytic oxidation of sulfur dioxide with oxygen to give sulfur trioxide in presence of V2O5 as a catalyst. This reaction is exothermic and heat evolved is 196.6 kilojoules per mole. The temperature is maintained around 770 Kelvin. High pressure is used so that reaction goes to forward direction. The reaction is exothermic, reversible, and the forward reaction leads to the decrease in volume. Therefore, low temperature, more accurately optimum temperature of 700 Kelvin, and high pressure are favorable conditions for the maximum yield of sulfur trioxide. Here the temperature should not be low because at low temperature the rate of reaction will be very slow. That's why we keep the temperature optimum, that is 770 Kelvin is the most suitable temperature. In practice, the plant is operated at the pressure of 2 bar and a temperature of 720 Kelvin. It can be in the range of 720 to 770 Kelvin, and pressure should be 2 bar. The sulfur trioxide gas from the catalytic converter is absorbed in sulfuric acid to produce oleum, and dilution of oleum with water gives sulfuric acid of desired concentration, and concentrated sulfuric acid is 98% by mass. This is the reaction. SO3 reacts with sulfuric acid to form oleum, H2S2O7. Sulfuric acid obtained by contact process is 96 to 98% pure. Physical properties of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is colorless, dense, oily liquid with a specific gravity of 1.84 at 298 Kelvin. It is due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding that it is oily liquid. The acid freezes at 283 Kelvin and boils at 611 Kelvin. It dissolves in water with evolution of large quantity of heat. So its dissolution is highly exothermic process. The concentrated acid must be added slowly to water with constant stirring and cooling so as to prepare dilute acids. And if you add water to sulfuric acid bottle, the bottle will break because the heat evolved will be tremendous and which will be sufficient to break the bottle. So always we have to add concentrated sulfuric acid to large amount of water to get dilute sulfuric acid.